Books are such a great tool for helping our children develop social and emotional skills. My favorite book that we carry is called All About Feelings. This is so well done. It is diverse. It is includes so much about how do we handle the different feelings that we have throughout the day. This, for example, this is changes, right? They change throughout the day. And what do we do? My kids, we have had so many great discussions because of this book that we've read. And you don't have to read the whole thing. Read a couple pages, talk about it, and use this as a tool in your home. We also, in this series, have all about families, all about friends, all about diversity, and all about worries and fears. And they're just phenomenal books to have and to talk about those topics with our kids. Miss Molly books are super fun and engaging way to talk about these topics: manners, kindness, and confidence, because she has a school and she's teaching all these animals how to have these skills and does a really great job doing that in the process. Our good behavior guides are super fun too. This one's politeness for penguins. And there's some penguins in here that are not very polite. And so you can talk about that and learn about that together, how important it is. My son started opening a door because he said, well, in the book, we're supposed to open doors for people. That's what's polite. And I thought that's so cool. A couple of books about feelings. We have others, some flat books about feelings, and other picture books. Definitely search feelings in there. But ones I really like are Red, Red, Red. And this talks about how sometimes we get really, really angry and we just are so red, right? And as we can practice counting down. And look, our anger goes down as we count our way through our anger, and other skills that can be helpful when we get really angry, just in case your kid has that. Barbara throws a wobbler. You know, those wobblers come where we weren't expecting that, and then all of a sudden, right? That's how we can feel. I mean, I feel that way, and I'm an adult, and our kids feel it even more, right? So it talks about how, this wobbler's coming, and how to get rid of the wobbler in a healthy way, and that we don't have to let it dominate. We can say, no, we're not going to let that control us. We're going to move on, which is super fun. Okay, I want to have a couple books that talk about differences. I mentioned in my picture book video about Splash, about a girl who doesn't have a full arm, but becomes a Paralympic swimmer, which is super cool. This is Boy. He can't hear, but through not being able to hear, he's really in tune with the dragon, and the town is not treating the dragon well. And he goes and talks to the dragon by writing, and the town learns to love the dragon because of this boy who cannot hear. Super cool. Leo and the Octopus is about Leo, and Leo is on the spectrum. And it's hard for him to relate with other people because there just aren't people like him. But he finds that the octopus is very much like him, and he befriends an octopus. And in befriending an octopus, he learns about friendship. And then at the end of the book, he has a friend, which is so sweet. And I love that it can help us talk to our kids about, sometimes there are kids who just are different than us, whether they're on the spectrum or not, right? Like, everyone is different than us. Great conversation starter. These I'm Almost books are really well done. They've got some peek-throughs, which are super cool. Diversity in the story. This one's I'm Almost Always Kind. So it talks about kindness and the importance of it, and how sometimes it's hard, but we also need to be asking other people, how do we be kind to them? What would be helpful for them? In this series, there's also one about being afraid in the dark. There's one other one I'm totally blanking on at the moment, but love this series. Those are just a few of some really great social emotional development books, but I'm going to put in the caption of this video a list of all those and others, and feel free to ask me questions too about books that you might be interested in for your family.